Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you so much for our time together. I'm having a hard time deciding between our thoughts today, even within the book of Romans. So please let me give you two of them very quickly from Romans chapter 11. The first, Paul is speaking to the Christians. He writes in verse 25, I do not want you to be ignorant of this mystery, brothers, so that you may not become conceited. Wow. Did you notice that? It is not intelligence, it is not education that causes conceit. It is ignorance. The birthplace of pride, the birthplace of conceit is ignorance. Now you just need to wrap your brain around that for a little bit, because oftentimes you and I speak and think that because people who are very educated and very intelligent, they're the conceited ones. But in actuality, the birthplace of conceit, the birthplace of pride is ignorance. It's what we do not know that causes us to become proud. It's what we do not know that causes us to become conceited. You could go think about that one for a while today. But now let me illustrate to you why you need to learn, because there's always more than one perspective. In verse 28, Paul says, as far as the gospel is concerned, Israel are enemies on your account. But as far as election is concerned, they are loved on account of the patriarchs. Now Paul said, listen, you have to look at Israel not from one perspective, but from two perspectives. He said, if you just look at Israel from the perspective of the gospel, they're enemies on your account. But he said, if you look at it from the perspective of the doctrine of election, they are loved on account of the patriarchs. Oh. So there's more than one way to look at truth. Let me say that one more time. There's more than one way to look at a truth. And sometimes what you know is true, but there's also another corresponding truth that's equally true. Now sometimes, brothers, what we need to do is just read the Bible more and study more. The more we learn, the less proud we will be. The more we learn, the less conceited we will be. The more we understand the different perspectives of truth, the less we will become firm in what we think is the only right thing. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, look around and realize what that person said is true and what I said is also true. It's just different perspectives.